What's up, FH fam? It's your homeboy LD here, and you might be wondering why I say FH fam. Well, FH stands for Filipino Homes. And guess what? Filipino Homes has been consistently recognized as the top realty partner among developers nationwide. And I've been with Filipino Homes since 2016, and lucky for me, I have my wife as my business partner since 2020, just right after the lockdown. And by the way, welcome to my office. This right here is the backdrop of my office located in Talisay City, Cebu. We are located along the road right across the barangay hall of Loaay. Over the last 9 years, I've catered to almost 300 clients, closing to over a billion in sales. I've also built a team, very strong presence across Manila, Cebu, Negros, Cagayan de Oro, Davao, and more major cities in the Philippines. Among the clients that I've served, half of them, or more than half of them, are OFWs. Now, one story stands out especially because this client is a friend of Marge. Both are nurses and they are married, located now in the US. This relationship is very strong because when they bought the first property from us, it fell through. Fortunately, they were very understanding and we were able to transfer them to another property, but still from the same developer. This property is located in Minglanilla, Cebu. At first, they were pretty hesitant to transfer to Minglanilla because it's one town away from originally, from what they planned first, in Talisay. But they loved our explanation. We were able to cover everything that they needed to know from the location to the price to the community amenities and to the turnover. One thing that I can humbly say that I'm pretty good at is explaining things technically because I'm a civil engineer and real estate is really part of being a civil engineer. Not only was I able to explain clearly the design of the house, the area, the number of rooms, the specifications, but also the numbers. What that means is the pricing. During the first purchase, the failed one, they've paid this amount of down payment. And I was able to convince the developer to transfer this down payment, the full down payment, including the reservation. Because in the Philippines, developers require that reservation fees are non refundable. But, I'm pretty good at this. I was able to convince a developer to transfer the entire amount, the reservation fee, and the full down payment to this new house. The buyers were pretty impressed because everything was smooth sailing. Actually, in the Philippines, OFWs seldom see their house when they reserve. It takes months, sometimes years, before they can see the house. But since I'm an expert in home tours, if you follow me at Beautiful Properties on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, you will see that I do home tours, short form videos, so that you will be aware of what you will be able to see or to go into when the house is turned over. Trust is a very fragile thing. That's why we built our credibility through TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and on YouTube, which adds more to the expertise under our belt. When they saw the home tour that I did, they loved it. They said they'll go for it and they can't wait to see their house. Fast forward to 2 years later, they finally saw the model unit because we offer their house as a pre selling project. Model units sometimes are near the gate, and their chosen unit was further inside the subdivision. They were very excited. They even already planned what furnitures they are buying. Fast forward to 2 more years, their parents went to the house to check out the unit. However, there was a big problem. You see, the house that they wanted was only 2 stories, one ground floor and one second floor. During the inspection, we were surprised that there was a basement level. The parents, they didn't like it. The father was an experienced engineer, and personally, I kind of like it because that's an added space and it was for free. I was able to convince the dad, I was able to convince the mom, and I was able to convince our lovely clients that the house is better than it was when they first bought it. That added floor can be used as a chill area, as a basement lanai, as a view area because across it was already the amenities. Making them understand that they should accept the house as it is was pretty inspiring, if I might say so myself. I I was able to convince them nicely without pushing and without so much resistance because I was able to point out the good things about the house. Well, as I said, I'm a civil engineer and I love houses. I love buildings. And every time I see a structure, I always see the good side of it, just like life. And if you're looking for a partner when you're trying to look for a house, whether in Cebu, in Southern Cebu, in Talisay, Minglanilla, or in Northern Cebu, maybe in Consolacion, in Liloan, or even further up north, look for me. I'm LD John Benigay, a civil engineer, a realtor, and I was considered as the top 2 agent nationwide in 2020, top 10 agent nationwide in 2022, and top 9 unit manager in 2025. So whether you are looking for a house or you're looking for a career, better choose Filipino Homes, beautiful properties. And as always, see you in the next video.